Just gonna reload to make sure I'm loaded fresh. I press new. I press new again. I press new. I gotta stop pressing new. I gotta stop pressing new. It takes so long. Load. So I was thinking about grinding between streams, but I sort of left it like in the middle of this cave, so I don't think it's actually that wise to grind between streams. Neatly cut off! Yes, that's what it was. Neat. Neatly cut off! That's the only thing I can say! I will sit in this throne! Now, I'm not gonna climb up and out of here until I've at least explored everywhere. The neck was severed! Oh, this is, yeah, that's how I got in. Okay, I have explored it. Well, I didn't realize I had so perfectly explored this whole area. I wish I could cut that neatly, suggests Specklat in chat. No, our Valnar is a good boy. Okay, I think we need to go back to Canada. I think that's presently our goal. How do I get out of this area? Come to think of it. I guess so, Specklat. So Specklat, the thing that is concerning me is I am not on the world map, and so I don't know whether this is like what this is gonna do, but we'll see. Well, it was fine. It's all okay. If I recall, I don't recall. Yes, I do recall. Yes, okay. Now I know where I am. I'm trying, so I realize I'm not saying much. I am desperately trying to remember where the Canada cave was. And it was annoying because it was like a town that I had no reason to be there. Well, I either will figure it out or I won't. I don't know if I have any levels, but gonna check. Don't even have very many weak souls. Lame. This is made in RPG Maker, Kyle, yes. That's why it is the best video game ever made. I mean, I have now, officially today, I've been playing this for 8 weeks. I think I am gonna next week switch to playing 2 games per stream, and I think in the future I'm probably gonna do after 4 weeks rather than 8 weeks. Yeah, Van Whitman, the souls are excited to be the souls of the damned. Oh, yeah! Hey, look, the background auto AI game is actually, like, understandable. I wonder how many people don't realize that ever since I made that auto AI thing in the background, it's been going continuously. I've never had a stream without it. Well, this is gonna be a cave for mining, right? That I already have, apparently. About Tenchino to protagonist, you keep giving dresses and jewelry to, says Van Whitman in chat. That's not the protagonist, that's Boozy. The protagonist is our lesbian hero, but she's not the femme, she's Butch. Why are you running it when not streaming? Asks Specklat of something. What? Yes. Kyle, Legend of Sword and Fairy 5 prequel was easily the longest game that I have played on this channel, yes. Oh, Specklat, okay. I understand. Damn it, I enraged myself. I understand what you mean. It's not running continuously when I'm not even streaming, but it's always, like, whenever I'm streaming, the auto AI background is running. When Minecraft again, you always will ask Van Whitman when it becomes obscure. So never. I remember that it was the town that had a rat problem that was a lie. When Ermit craft, you always the last Van Whitman in chat? What? You know, I'm listed on the Hermitcraft wiki. It should be obscure by the time you get 10,000 subscribers, says Speclat in chat, so long after my own death. I think it must have been on this island. But it wasn't this town, and this was the only town on this island, isn't it? I didn't want the menu. I didn't want the menu. I didn't want the menu. Was it Esric? Was it Asdion? I think it was Asdion. Van Whitman, there will be progress in the story. Don't you worry about it. Herzog's Y is probably the shortest game on the channel, says Kyle in chat. I mean, only because I gave up. Are there any games that I never got running? Wait, this is wrong. That I never got running and never, like, attempted to get, like, never tried again. Okay. I'm gonna get trapped at sea. I'm gonna get trapped at sea if I'm not careful. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Yes, 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 it was this one. Yes! Space Kids. Yes, Speclad. We never redid Space Kids because I couldn't get it running, and then it was not voted up again. Play all those multimedia games from the past, says Van Whitman. If anybody wants to put the Dr. Brain games on the on the poll, that was a big part of my childhood. What about Pocket Fallout, Kyle? We played, I mean, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, and I gave up on the Diablo 2 for J2ME because it just, like, the game failed to be a game. There's something very suspicious here, but I don't know. Okay, which one was the Canada Cave? The folks that made Cotton Eye Joe had a game, I think, says Van Whitman. I don't understand why people suggest these things during the stream instead of putting them on the Discord channel dedicated to this. I will not remember anything said during stream, ever. We couldn't figure out how to do anything, Speclat. The game just stopped having a game. Canada. Oh, hi. Hey there, I found a Canadian. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Canada? It's the Prime Minister. Here he is. Who are you? Cult member. Don't ask me questions. I can sense that you are vampires.
Someone in a vampire hideout said we should look for the children of the apocalypse. Here, I assume that C and the A stand for Canada.
Go inside, if you know what I mean. Welcome to Canada. We're in Canada. Da 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 da. Welcome to the children of the apocalypse. You should better talk with our leader if you have questions.
Where can we find him?
His room is in the northwest of this complex. Thanks! Well, I guess I'm not going to follow the left wall because I want to... Nice pools of blood you got here. Too bad I can't drink them. Welcome to Children of Canada, suggests Van Whitman in chat. Yeah, exactly. Say, you don't happen to know by any chance where it could be profitable to set up a new store?
Yes, I heard in Shannar several vampires roving around.
Shannar? Maybe we really should open a store there. We are going to send one of our men there. We're building up Shannar. I don't even remotely understand what the point of that subplot is. Just gonna ignore that guy. Okay. Hello, I can offer you many different potions with plenty of fresh blood. Are you interested?
Sure.
Since you are no real member of the cult, I can only offer you the following. How am I not a it's a cult dedicated to vampires and I'm a vampire. How much, you jackass? City building is fun, says Veklan in chat. Yay. Don't touch that. You're a cult dedicated to me! Ah, you have arrived. You are 3 of the remaining 6 vampires in the world.
How do you know?
It's not essential for me to explain it to you, but I tell you this. We are a cult specialized in dealing with vampires. The cult of camps, is Veklan in chat. See, now you know my names for each of my voices. Yes, but you're not a true vampire, says Kyle in chat. No true Scotsman. We are a cult of specialized in dealing with vampires. We trade with them and expand our power with the income we generate that way. It's kind of hard since there's only 6. In every town, we open a secret store where vampires can trade with us. But apparently there is someone who destroys our business. A rogue vampire. We even know who it is.
His name is Abraxas, right?
Correct. He seems to be on a crusade against all vampires. There's a scene in a QI where geodolite, the tool that they invented to dig the channel, they sold 2, and somebody said, we were expecting sales of 1, but we sold 2. You are nearly the last remaining. You see the statues behind me? I placed them here and enchanted them. They show me the life force of the last... There were 6, like 10 seconds ago. There were 6. The 10 vampires in this world. 12. I can't read. Red means... Oh, okay. Red means they are alive. Blue means they were decapitated and became blood spirits. But... So you must have erected those statues after Valnar was converted? If the vampires go extinct, our cult dies with them. We lose all our power. Without money, there is no power. Without vampires, there is no money. It's as simple as that. As you can see, only 6 of the 12 lights are still glowing red, so there are only 6 vampires alive. As you're going to revive the dead vampires, suggests Van Whitman in chat. Oh. Let me just scream randomly. Correction. 5 of the 12 statues are red. Looks like another one was killed. What a well-timed conversation that was.
A vampire said you are supposed to hide us.
We could do that, but what's the point? If you're here, you don't buy anything, and you can't create new vampires either. Yes, we can. All of you, welcome. If you're a cult dedicated to vampires, you should be delighted. No, you must do something. You must let the vampire race thrive again.
We will. We're going to kill Abraxas.
Wait, wrong voice.
We will. We're going to kill Abraxas.
We managed to find his main hideout. It is a giant tower.
A giant tower? We should have noticed something like that. But in our journeys, we never encountered a giant tower.
Of course, he secured his tower very well. It is full of magical traps. The tower itself has been enchanted with a very powerful spell that makes the tower completely invisible. But with this, you can see the tower. Magical eye. It is now up to you to find Abraxas and to incapacitate him permanently.
Where can we find the tower?
Just wander around the world map like a dumbass. On an island north of here, I'm sure you will find it. But be cautious, the tower is secured well, and as far as I know, it even has 16 floors, which nowadays barely qualifies as a tower, but, you know, is set in no particular time. He's basically saying that these vampires need glasses, says Van Whitman in chat. Maybe we could just take off these goddamn sunglasses. Cult equals franchise business with elements of mass surveillance, says Nettie in chat. Yes, and there are no windows, and the walls are secured magically, so there can't get any magic through. There is no possibility to enter it through the roof either. That tower is like a fortress. You must enter through the main entrance and get to the top floor. That's probably where a Brack's ass is located. So I wish you good luck. If you need blood or similar things, you can buy them here. Our prices are always reasonable. What if I do anyway? Let me take the stuff. Wow, I can't like check. Okay, whatever. Vampirism in this cult is basically a pyramid scheme, says Van Whitman in chat. Yeah, but we refuse to convert anybody, so we're kind of ruining it. How annoying. Okay, let's explore the rest of Cultopia. I am called the Overseer. I'm the one ordering the assignments for our cult. Are you interested in a job? They don't understand the idea of a cult dedicated to vampires. Just by stepping in here, I should be in charge. Can you convert the cult leader aspect, lad, in chat? So, okay, you know what? It's worth saving to figure out what happens if we start doing things with the cult members. Remember that convert converts them into an item, not into a vampire. People in this town really heard a massive facility being dug underground and thought, must be rats. God, you're right, Nettie, because they have no rat problem. They just... Oh, no. It's an HR cult for vampires, said Van Weyman Jan. Oh, I see. They're cultishly dedicated to public interest, not to vampires. All right, I will tell you what you can do for us first. It's kind of a test to see whether you are even capable enough to work for us or not. We are the only living vampires left. This assignment tests your ability to track something down. We have placed a chest somewhere in the town. That chest contains a rune. Bring it to me. Okay, it's worth testing this theory, so I'm gonna do a rare sort of middle of no particular time save just to test what happens if I start like going to town on these people. Same face. Yeah, Specklad, you're right. They'll just do business with the Brack's ass. That seems likely.
It's too bright outside.
Okay. So that's why we have the ability to turn it to night. I hate this game. How do we know it's bright outside? How long does the day-night cycle last in this game? Maybe I should just be patient. Not interactable? It's okay, cool. This is just the skull we worship.
Locked.
Ooh, he's hanging by intestines or something? Really, I can't... I would think that, what's-his-face, Asgar would, you know, zoobly-zop into these places, but apparently not. This is like a ball pit for vampires.
Yay! Whee! Yay!
No entry, but you are welcome to donate 500 Felar to our cult.
500 Felar? Sure, my pleasure.
Thank you. Our cult will remember your actions. If you do a lot for us, you might even go up in the higher eye. This makes no sense. I think you're the bad guy always, says Van Whitman in chat. Really? For that, talk to the Overseer. This is just... I guess it's the cult of the apocalypse, not the cult of vampires. The world out there is evil, but that's why you should buy the best armor here. Oh, they do actually have better armor. It's pretty expensive. Plus 80, plus 98. But this makes us more intelligent for some reason. It's refreshing to see a cult that admits it's a cult, says Becklad in chat. Yeah, exactly. About as sanitary as the average ball pit, says Kyle of the Pit of Skulls as a ball pit. Yeah, exactly. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do waste all of my money. I'm not going to buy this one because the plus 20 int does actually seems pretty valuable to me. Oh yeah, I didn't buy a new shield. So how many Gorsuches are there that we can get 3 of his armor? I'm an idiot. I didn't do that. Apparently I've got a bunch of random shit I never sold. Well, at least we got something out of the cult.
Doesn't seem to be dead for long. Another one dead. Apparently the majority of the sacrifices were women. Sexist.
Here lie the bodies of our victims.
You already sacrificed that many people?
Well, not only people, but animals too. But truly it weren't few. Me taught good English. It's an original replica armor, says Nettie in chat. Oh, okay. Ooh, I love bathing in just, like, sewage. Yay. Well, we had a good time in Canada. Let's go find the rune hidden somewhere in this damned town. Oh, I'm gonna really enjoy walking into here repeatedly. It's not sewage, it's bile, says Becklad in chat. Oh, okay. That explains it. Just looking for a chest. Pardon me. Oh, you know what? I'll bet to even find this chest, you have to, like, kill whoever the human is that's protecting it. It's gonna be like a chest that's in somebody's home. For an apocalyptic Canada, they seem pretty okay, says Van Whitman in chat. The only Canada is an apocalyptic Canada, so they just are just Canada. Pretty accurate representation of Canada, says Kyle in chat. I can confirm, yes. Got any chests? Got any statues to an unexplained deity from a different video game because he ripped the asset? Well, that was all of the exploring I care to do for some pointless chest. Wait, unless it's possible that this is because there are those runes that give you plus stuff. Is it possible that I already got this and ate it? I might have eaten the item for that quest. If so, oops. Yeah. Let me slurp up a little bit of blood. Maybe first I will check whether the tower is indeed visible north of here. All they said was north of this island, not north of this town. And this is a big ol' island. How do we know we're not just breaking into somebody else's chest and grabbing a different rune? Ask Kyle in chat. For all, I mean, it would follow that that's what we're supposed to do. Found it. Did you equip the glasses? Oh, they weren't an actual item. They were just, it wasn't glasses, it was an eye. It was an eye we just popped into our head. It's fine. You know what? It's a brief grinding session, but it is going to be a grinding session, so sure. I will switch to AI face. Ever so briefly. There it is, a vampire goat. The one and only. I forgot I'm supposed to be slucking blood, slurping blood. I was just like killing. Wrong kind of grinding. Forgot what I was doing. Kyle, how is money? But just write exclamation point prompt and then the prompt that you want. And yeah, it's just it's a VTuber, but it's generated by AI, and it's, you know, not perfect. And my current standard is that I only use it during grinding bits so that there's something for y'all to do while I'm bored. Uniquely vampiric shower. What? Well, this is a uniquely vampiric shower. Can't disagree with that, question mark. Why didn't that work, Kyle? Oh, so, Kyle, there can only be one in the queue, so once Spec Lads has gone through, then you can reprompt. I really have to fix it to show when that's what's happening. It confuses even me. Spec Lad, it seems like you found another one that, like hammer or screwdriver that I enjoy, because it's just like object. So Kyle, now you can update it. Sorry. Not the best first introduction to it. Should make it display a countdown to the next prompt, suspect that in chat, but I'm lazy. So Kyle, it's not exactly tracking anything. It uses an image-to-image AI, so it's literally taking my webcam, and like whatever I do on the webcam, it tries to make it match the prompt. So like if I have hands in the screen, then it will, you know, hands in the image. It's just SDXL. It's just Stable Diffusion XL, like the AI model from like 2022. That's, you know, I'm using that one because it's fast enough to run it in, you know, 12 FPS. Sometimes my hand is a tentacle, Van Whitman. It's fine. Kyle, how are you managing to do this wrong? Exclamation point prompt. Not the best Max Headroom. Although, I'll say that most of the parodies of Max Headroom are more Max Headroom than Max Headroom is. Okay, we're full up on Blued. Right. Yes, okay. Grinding over. Like I said, that was going to be a short grind session. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave AI Tuber on just so that Kyle gets a chance to actually see his prompt. Okay, I found the tower once. Can I find it again? No. Oh, I really missed it quite incredibly there. Okay, this is this island. Yes. Max Headroom was very much satire, yes, Kyle, but it's more about the, like the appearance of the quasi-AI being, the computer being that's, it has a particular look to it, but usually the parodies do that look more so than the actual thing. Anything secret on this island? No. If I can figure out, because I keep finding this island, if I can figure out how to get to it from this island, then I'm doing well. I think it was like northeast of here. But clearly not, because it wasn't particularly near that. Oh, there it is. Okay. It is kind of northeast of there, but mainly north. Abraxas is his tower. Dramatic cutscene while the Batcloak still counts down because this game is an asshole about that.
Gigantic. Fascinating. Well, my castle is bigger.
That's Bupkis Island, says Backlad in chat. Yep.
Braggart. I hope we have enough healing and blood potions. This is going to be a hard ride, if you know what I mean. If necessary, we can use the retreat spell.
Okay, wait. I need to make it so that I can actually use the retreat spell. I effed up the retreat spell. There it is. I could not find retransform. So yes, here's what I did to the retreat spell. So what do I need to do to fix this? So I am now considered unretreated. I think I need to leave here naturally, is the answer. So Van Whitman, the retreat spell, it's weird. It, like, switches you between being retreated and being unretreated. It does not just retreat. And so, like, if I leave it in the wrong state, then I will go the wrong way. It's very annoying. Like, it's called retreat, but it actually just switches back and forth. I'm trying to think if there's some tricky way to make it do what I want without just leaving this area the old-fashioned way, but I think I have to leave this area the old-fashioned way. This surely is an undulating, pulsating anemone. Just to be clear, nothing with, like, actions is gonna make sense, because every frame is treated as an independent image. Apparently this worm cannot be hit. There we go. Here he is, Count Binface. Not a lot of Binface there, but take my word for it. If I'm gonna be tackling the final area, you know what? Should I tackle the final area? Should I try to get some of the other quests I've got quested? Oh, this is very much not the right way to go. Fair point, Speclad. Anything could be, it may not be the final area, just because it clearly is. I think so, Kyle. I think you were right, it's just that this AI model doesn't know who Count Binface is. Don't know why you would do that, NetH. I don't know why you would do that. I mean, I do know why you would do that, but I don't know why you would do that. Well, that's the thing, Kyle. I usually do care about the side quests. And... period. End of thought. Don't know where I thought that thought was going. Is Count Binface related to Lord Buckethead? Asked Speclad in chat. Yes, I think that both of them existed as the same kind of parody, but not the same individual. Okay, I have unbotched escape. Or retreat, or whatever it's called. Didn't you used to make music, asked Van Whitman in chat? Yeah, I mean, I was never good at it. I am musically capable, but not musically capable enough. I seem to be going to Abraxas's tower. Well, there's no red skulls. Dark Lord, Shadow Mage. Oh. I mean, except for the bleeding, which is always annoying. That wasn't too bad. Okay, don't do normal attacks. They are useless. Poison rain. God damn it. Yeah, I feel like I may not be adequate for this area just yet. Yeah, I feel like I might not be adequate for this area just yet. There we go, got one of them. The bricks are very good. The green hill is only sometimes there. That was a lot of experience point. Okay, we're just gonna go with the thanks for the visit, Abraxas. I'm leaving though. Let's see what my side quests are. I don't know where to do that. Search for the cave in the woods south of Aurelia. I literally just left there. I've already done that. I don't know why it doesn't count. Find Abraxas's tower. Already done that. Ask the brother of the poor woman from Hurlis if he will help her. His house is located north of Hurlis. Find the cult near Uranus, which constantly executes their victims. Search Asdion. Find a talisman. Okay, let's go to the cult. That's the closest one. Okay, we're back to plot. I'm switching back to Good old reliable VTuber. What? Go. There we go. Oh, Weasel's back. Red Skull? No Red Skull! Oh, wait, but was this the one that... Well, I haven't explored this. Ice Dust. Ice Demon. Those ice demons don't look icy, says Van Whitman in chat. They're just ice-appreciating demons. They're not made of ice. Okay, ow. Okay, big ow. I should have maybe paid more attention to my health, too. Did you already get all the best weapons and armor? Aspect that in chat. That I know of. Okay, that did nothing. Way to go. It's been established that the merchants stock better armor as you level up, says Nettie? No, it hasn't. Has that been established? I don't think that's been established. The demons that support international customs enforcement, says Kyle in chat. Oh god, they're so much worse than I thought they were. I'm not feeling hugely capable in this area. I'm a little bit concerned. Pretty sure it's not international, says Glad to chat. Yeah, I don't know what ICE stands for. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, that's what it stands for. Great. Asgar seems to be kind of useless, says Van Whitman in chat. He's our healer. Behold, Asgar not being useless. Okay, somebody said that the merchants change their items. I didn't think we had established that. I don't think that's true, but, Where? Isn't the town, like, right over here somewhere? So they're saying that Heel Boy had always been an elf, says Van Whitman in chat. No, a vampire. Oh, there's like a whole other... Oh, okay, this is way far west. I see, I understand now. Yes, is the answer to that question, Van Whitman. This is a pub. Yeah, don't need a pub right now. I think the only shop in this town was in the southeast. Yeah, item shop. I mean, Kyle, I'm not saying that Heel Boy was bitten by a vampire out of his own fetish, but I'm not saying that he wasn't bitten by a vampire out of his own fetish. You lied to me. Great. We need to slurp up some blood again, so guess what? It's back to AI phase. Yes, Nettie, they sold the high... So I hadn't bought the highest level armor. I bought it in the cult because I couldn't afford it when I was there. Truly awful, Nettie. Truly awful. North of Hurlis. Where is a Hurlis? Okay, Hurlis is there. I mean, just because you want to lie to me, Nettie, whatever you say. Oh, I found it. That was easy.
Let me steal your broom. I'm going to sleep in your bed before talking.
No, I'm not.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Why did I give him my respectful female voice?
Do you have a sister in Alice?
Yeah, why? Don't tell me something happened to her.
No, but she wanted me to ask if you can help her.
Help her? With what?
She said something about housework.
Housework? It's just typical of her to ask that. Too lazy to do anything on her own. But whatever, thanks for telling me.
Sure thing.
I'll be on my way to her then. Don't rob me while I'm gone. Okay, thanks for the 250 experience, I guess. Oh, thanks for the save, Ston. Here it is, these nuts. Appear to be mainly, that thing, the large hard shell nut. Assignments. Useless, useless, found it. That's the next thing on my list, but I'll die. Useless, useless. Well, okay, just, I'll go get myself killed then, nothing else to do. Gotta grind up some blood first. Dang it, that didn't untransform me. This is a truly awful being. Nettie. Look at that cheesy Riz. The difference in difficulty between the enemies right outside that cave and the enemies right inside that cave is a little bit annoying. Nope. You are not worth my time. You don't have blood. You are worth my time. You have blood. You know what just occurred to me? It is wildly inefficient to grind blood this way. Here's what I should be doing. There. Okay, back to getting killed in this cave, and so back to standard Yawweasel. You know what? I am sufficiently afraid of this cave that I'm actually gonna save Ston before going in. Because it's not red sculling me, but the enemies sure are turning my skull into red mush, so... Hey, zombie. I don't even know that the cult is here. It's just the only place I haven't explored. It's gonna suck right from there, huh? Okay. Whatever floats your boat. Don't you have a magic shield spell or something? Aspect that in chat. I don't think so. I can increase our agility. I can, like, there's various shielding stuff I can do, but not that. I doubt if zombies have blood, but let's find out. Nope. I, of course, could run away from battles, but, you know, experience or something. This cat in chat says, I like the design of these ice enemies. I wonder what game they're from. Yeah, exactly. Any praise, it's... Which game that they stole this from ought I to be praising? Level 37 for Valnar. Oh, and I have enough strong souls to save with strong souls. That's a bit of a surprise. You know what? These will kill me. Yeah. 3 at a time? No, I'm just not dealing with the ice demons 3 at a time. It's too many. They'll kill me. You know what? Same exact group, but I failed to escape. Good. With strong souls, you can make a strong save, says Becklad in chat. Yes. Borrowing the correct sprites to form a cohesive style is a kind of collage art, says Nettie in chat. Oh. Bye, Valnar. Oh, that went pretty well. Bye, Alaine. Well, that went pretty well. Everything is going just fine. That was not what I meant to use. I can always buy more blood files when I'm done with this, so may as well just use them. Wonder if anyone has used RPG Maker to retell a classic piece of literature, says Kyle in chat. RPG Maker, Crime and Punishment, when? Crime and Punishment, possibly the perfect book to retell in RPG form. Thought that was East of Eden, says Speculate in chat. Yeah, I mean, they're both perfect in their own unique ways. East of Eden is the perfect for an NES RPG. If it's just any RPG, then it's time for Crime and Punishment.